Good day, students! Welcome back to Cool Series at Schools Learning English Online. How are you? Oh, that's great to hear. I am also very great, considering that we will be learning English again today. But can you still remember my name? What's my name again? Okay, I am very happy that you remember my name. My name is Teacher Lizette. And today we will talk about English grammar again. So let's proceed. Today we will talk about present be verbs questions. Again, we will talk about present be verbs questions. And when we talk about questions, we are going to deal with the two kinds of questions that use present be verbs. We have the first one, yes or no questions. And the second one is WH questions. Again, can you read the first topic that we are going to deal with today? Okay, yes or no questions. How about the second topic? Read it for me. Very good. WH questions. Okay, let's start. But before that, I want you to open your books on page 6. Again, open your book on page 6. At the count of 5, all of you should open your book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you ready? Are you ready now? Okay, let's start. Our first topic is yes or no questions. Again, what is our first topic? Okay, do you have any idea what is yes or no questions? Okay, now, before we proceed to the definition or meaning of yes or no question, let's review first what are the present be verbs. Can you still remember? I hope you remember. Okay, when we say present be verbs, we have is, are, and am. Again, is, are, and am. And when we talk about is, we use it when the subject is singular or only one. And when we talk about are, we use it when the subject is very good, plural or two or more. And we also use are if the subject of the sentence is the pronoun you. Okay? Now, we also have am. Am is used when the subject of the sentence is the pronoun, very good, I. So now, let's proceed to yes or no questions. Now, let's read the definition of yes or no question. First one, are questions answerable by either yes or no? Again, are questions answerable by yes or by either yes or no? Now, when we talk about yes or no questions, what should be the answer? It should be very good. It should be yes or no. Okay? So, now let's read the second definition. Always use this mark as its punctuation. But by the way, when we talk about this mark, this one, I am pointing it. Do you know what is the name of this symbol? You don't know? Okay, I'll tell you. This is what we call question mark. Everybody say question mark. Again, question mark. And when we talk about punctuation, it is the symbol that we are going to use at the end of the sentence. Which means that when you talk about yes or no questions, we always put or write question mark at the end. Okay? Very good. So now let's proceed to the third definition. Everybody read. Be verb comes first in every yes or no question. Again, be. Okay, that's good. Remember, be verb. What are the be verbs again? Is, am, are, or is, are, am. And they come first. Okay? Remember, be verb comes first. Now, we'll have an example here. But this example is not yet a yes or no question. This is just a declarative sentence. As you try to look at it, it doesn't have question mark. So, it's not yes or no, or it's not yet a question. So, I am your teacher. This is declarative. And when you make it as a question, it will become, am I your teacher? Again, am I your teacher? Okay, so the answer of that is either yes or no. And try to look at the structure of the sentence. The am, which is a be verb, begins the question or the yes or no question. Okay, we have am as the be verb. It comes first. And look at the punctuation. The punctuation now is not period or not full stop. It became, okay, question mark. Very good. So now let's try another example for you to further understand about the making or constructing yes or no question. Okay, we have Marie is your friend. Again, what is the sentence? Okay, very good. This is a declarative, not a question yet. Now, if we'll make it as a question, of course, the be verb here comes first in the question. So it will become, is Marie your friend? Again, is Marie your friend? Okay, I would like you to listen carefully. When I read declarative sentence, it will be, Marie is your friend. But when I read yes or no question, it will become, is Marie your friend? Okay, again, you read the declarative sentence. Okay, that's the declarative. How about the yes or no question? Okay, very good. There is a raising pitch or the raising of your voice at the last. Is Marie your friend? Very good. And try to look at the structure. We have the be verb comes first. In the declarative, it comes second. But in the yes or no question, it comes first. And from full stop, the punctuation becomes question mark. Okay? We have another example. Can you read it for me? Okay. How about when it turns to the yes or no question? Do you know what's the answer? Tell me. Okay. Very good. It will become, are you playing? Again, what will be the answer? Okay, you're reading it correctly. Now, as what we can observe, the be verb comes. The be verb comes. Okay. And the punctuation, what happened? Okay, it becomes question mark from full stop. Okay, do you understand now how to make yes or no question? Okay, so let's try to answer these exercises. We have Let's read the declarative. Elsa is wearing a dress. Again. Now, here are the choices that you're going to choose, which should be the correct form of yes or no question. Okay, which of the two? Elsa wearing is a dress, or is Elsa wearing a dress? 2, 1, or 2? 1 or 2? Very good. It should be number 2, or the sentence number 2. Is Elsa wearing a dress? Again, how do you read it? Okay, very good. How about this one? Read the sentence, the declarative sentence. Okay, the laptop is okay. The laptop is okay. Now, here are the choices. Is the laptop okay? Or the laptop is okay? Which from the two? Are you sure with your answer? Sentence number 1? Let's try. Very good. You answered it correctly. So now, let's proceed to the third exercise. We have, my bag is color black. Again, read it. Okay, very good. So here are the choices. Again. Okay, so now, which do you think is the answer? Sentence number 1? Well, let's try. Sorry, you're wrong. The correct answer is the sentence number 2. Is my bag color black? Again, how do you read this question? Okay, very good. So now, let's have another sentence. But this time, you will be the one to tell me what is the correct yes or no question form for this sentence, okay? You are my friend. Again, the declarative sentence is, you are my friend. So, what should be the yes or no question for this? Okay, it should start with, are, and then the you, and then, very good. It will become and. Don't forget to put the punctuation. Again, what do you call the punctuation? When you talk about question? Okay, question mark. Now, can you read this for me? The correct answer is? Okay, are you my friend? How do you read it? Okay, are you my friend? It should be answered by, yes, I am your friend, or no, I am not your friend. Okay, next, we'll have this. Mark is smart. Again, read it. Mark is smart. So what should be the correct yes or no question form for this sentence? Very good. Is, we have the be verb is first. Is Mark smart? But what is the punctuation to be used? Okay, question mark. Do not forget the question mark. How will you read the yes or no question answer? Okay, that's great. Is Mark smart? Again, is Mark smart? Very good. So, good job. So now, let's review about what we discussed about yes or no question. We have, when you say yes or no question, it should be answerable by either yes or no. And it should always end with a punctuation, which is, what do you call this punctuation? Okay, very good, question mark. And it should start with, it should start with the be verb that is used in the sentence. Okay? So now we have the example, I am your teacher. It will become, am I your teacher? I am your teacher will become, am I your teacher? Okay? Be verb and the punctuation. Remember that. So now, we are finished with yes or no question. Let's proceed to the WH question. Again, WH question that use present be verbs. Okay, let's proceed. Let's start with the definition or function of WH questions. Okay, let's read. Are questions that start in WH words. Again, are questions that start in WH words. What are these WH words? Do you know? Let's find out about it later. Okay? And when we talk about WH question, the same with yes or no question, it ends with very good question mark as a punctuation. Next, we have this formula. When we talk about formula, this should be the pattern that you are going to follow when you make WH questions. So, we'll have WH word first, plus be verb. Next is the subject. And next one is the verb, adjective, or any continuation of the declarative sentence and use it in the very good WH question. Okay, let's try. Jenny is my friend. This is a declarative sentence. Again, Jenny is my friend. Now, the underlined word there is Jenny. Okay? So we will try to make a WH question that answers the name Jenny. So what should be the WH questions or question? So we have, who is my friend? Again, it will become, who is my friend? As you can see, we started it by putting the WH word, and next is the be verb. We have the be verb here, is. And also we have we asked for Jenny, so we have the continuation, verb, adjective, or others. We have my friend. And do not forget to put the very good question mark. Again, question mark. Let's proceed. Okay, again, we have who and question mark. Now, do you know what are the WH words? Okay, we'll have how many? How many WH words that we have? We have 6. Again, how many? Very good. So we have who, what, where, when, why, and how. Okay, very good. So now, I want you to read where I point my arrow. Okay, read this. Next. Next one, read this. Next one. How about this one? And next one. And how about this one? Okay, you're reading it correctly. So now let's proceed. Let's start with the WH word, who. Who. Okay, when are we going to use who? Let's read. Used when asking about a person. Again, used when asking about a person. When you talk about the person, it could be a name of a person. Okay? Remember to start with your WH question with the word who if you are asking about a person. Next, we have examples. Chris is my sister. Again, how do you read it? Chris? Okay, how about this one? The kid is playing. Read it. Okay, now, Chris is my sister. The underlined word there is Chris. Okay? You will ask a question that answers Chris. Okay? It should be, who is my sister? And the answer for that is, Chris is my sister. Okay, very good. So now we have the kid is playing. It will become, who is playing? Who is playing? And the answer for that is, the kid is playing. As you can see, unlike yes or no question, WH question is answerable by a specific answer. Okay. Okay, it's not answerable by yes or no. Very good. So next, we'll have another WH word. But before that, try to look at this. Who? We have the WH question or the WH word. Next is the be verb. We used is. And since we are asking about the subject here in the declarative, so it will become, you will continue it with the verb or any other words. We have my sister and is playing. Again, how do you read these sentences? Very good. Who is my sister? How about this? Okay, that's great. Who is playing? Let's proceed to the WH word, what. Again, what. Again, what. Used when asking about a thing or food. And it's not that just thing or food, it can be anything as long as that thing is not moving. Okay, it doesn't have any life. You ask and you use the word what. Okay, we'll have Jenny is eating bread as an example. The kid is playing football. So, when you make this as a WH question, it will become, what is Jenny eating? Again, what is Jenny eating? And the second sentence will become, what is the kid playing? What is the kid playing? Okay, remember the formula, we have WH word plus be verb is plus subject of the declarative. And next one is the verb, adjective, or any continuation. So we have this, in these sentence, we use the verbs. Okay, next, we have the next WH word, where. Everybody read, where. Used when asking about a place or location. Again, used when asking about a place or location. Okay, when we talk about the place, it could be near you, it could be a name of place, province, or country. So we'll try to have an example here. Let's read. Jenny is eating bread in the kitchen. Again, Jenny is eating bread in the kitchen. Now, the second sentence, the kid is playing football in the stadium. The kid is playing football in the stadium. Okay, so we have here the answer is in the kitchen And we have here the answer should be in the stadium. So what should be your WH question? Do you know? Try to construct with me. Okay, let's start. We'll have the first sentence. It should be, where is Jenny eating bread? Again, where is Jenny eating bread? Okay, we have, and for the second question, it should be it should start with where, and then is as the P verb, and then we have subject, the kid. So we have it, the sentence will become, where is the kid playing football? Where is the kid playing football? And do not forget your punctuation, the question mark. Remember, where is Jenny eating bread? The answer is, Jenny is eating bread in the kitchen. And when you ask, where is the kid playing football? The answer is, the kid is playing football in the stadium. Again, in the stadium. That is the place. Next. Okay, we have WH, the verb, and the subject and the verb. Next, we'll start with the definition or function of the WH word when. Let's read. Used when asking about the day, date, time, or year. Again, when are you going to use when? Used when asking about the day, date, time, or, very good, year. So we'll have an example here. You have examples. Jenny is eating bread this morning. Again, Jenny is eating bread this morning. And the second example is, the kids are playing football every summer. Okay, we have the answer in your WH question, the answer should be this morning for the first sentence, and for the second sentence it should be every summer. So the WH question for sentence number 1 is, when is Jenny eating bread? Again, when is Jenny eating bread? Can you read it for me? Okay, very good. When is Jenny eating bread? How about in the second sentence? It will become, when are the kids playing football? When are the kids playing football? Say it with me. When are the kids playing football? Very good. So, as we can see, we have the WH following this pattern, and then be verb is and are, and then we have the subject, Jenny and the kids, and then we have the verb and the continuation from the declarative sentence. Okay, so let's proceed to another WH word. We have why. Say it with me. Why? Again, why? Okay, used when asking about the reason or cause. Okay, used when asking about the reason or cause. Remember, reason or cause. Reason or cause. Okay, let's proceed to the example sentences. Jenny is eating bread because she is hungry. Again, Jenny is eating bread because she is hungry. And the next sentence is, the kids are playing football for practice. The kids are playing football for practice. Now, let's use the why in the WH question. Let's start with the first sentence. Why is Jenny eating bread? Again, why is Jenny eating bread? Can you read it again? Okay, so the answer for that is because she is hungry, or Jenny is eating bread because she is hungry. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – –– –– – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – Why are the kids playing football? Why are the kids playing football? And the answer for that is for them to have practice or for practice. We ask the reason why they do such thing. So we have because she is hungry and for practice. So as you can see, the WH questions below are following these pattern. We have WH plus be verb plus the subject and plus the continuation from the declarative sentence. Did you get it? Okay. So let's proceed to the exception from the WH. It doesn't start with WH, but this is included when talking about WH question. This is how. Say it with me. How. 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 Okay, it can be in different manner of saying. So we'll have the function used when asking about the process or condition. Used when asking about the process or condition. Like asking, how are you today? Okay, we use how. And then you answer, I'm fine. I'm great. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we'll have here examples. Jenny is eating bread by slicing it. Jenny is eating bread by slicing it. And for the second sentence, we have the kids are playing football actively. So your WH or your question should start with the word how. So in sentence number 1, it will become, how is Jenny eating bread? How is Jenny eating bread? So the answer for that is, Jenny is eating bread by slicing it. Jenny is eating bread by slicing it. The answer is by slicing it. So next, the kids are playing football actively. And the answer or the question for that is, how are the kids playing football? How are the kids playing football? The answer for that is, the kids are playing football actively. The kids are playing football actively. Or it can be, how are the kids playing football? You answer, actively. Do you understand the usage of how? That's nice to hear. So we are finished with the WH question. And later, you are going to answer an exercise. We have here, as you can see, this is an exception of WH. Although it doesn't start with WH, but this is still included. The how is still included in the WH word. We have WH plus be verb plus subject and the verb and the continuation. Okay? So, let's review. When we talk about WH questions, how many are they? We have 6. We start with who, what, where, when, why, and how. Okay, these are the WH words. And remember, always remember the WH question pattern or formula. WH plus be verb plus subject and the continuation. Again, WH plus be verb plus subject and the continuation from the declarative sentence. Okay, now I want you to do a heads up. Okay? And then try to enumerate what are the things or the words included in the formula of WH question. It starts with, raise your head, WH word, be verb, subject, and the continuation from the declarative sentence. Okay, let's try. Raise your head. 1, 2, 3, start. Okay, very good. That's nice. And it's a way that you can memorize the pattern. So heads down and now look on your computer or monitor. So when we talk about the word who, you ask for a person or name of person. When we talk about what, you ask for things or food, or it can be anything that doesn't move. Next, when we talk about where, when we use where, meaning you are asking for a place or location. And then when we talk about when, you ask for the day, time, date, month, or year. And when we talk about how, you ask for the process or condition. And when we talk about why, you ask for, say it with me, reason or cause. Reason or cause. Okay, very good. That is about WH questions. Now, let's answer this exercise. Shem is going to the market. Now, what are you going to use in your WH word? The answer is to the market. Is it where? Is it when? Or is it what? Very good. It is when. Next is the second sentence. Kim and Coco are learning at home. So, the answer for that should be Kim and Coco. Are they person? And if it's person, we use WH. Very good. Who? Okay, Kim and Coco are learning at home. Or it can be who are learning at home. You change this to question mark. Next. Henry is buying new phone. Henry is buying new phone. The answer for the question, it should be new phone. So, does the new phone can move? Okay, so you answer correct. What? Next. Mark and Jan are my brothers. Mark and Jan are my brothers. But this time, you will tell me what should be the correct WH question for this. Choose from the first and the second sentence. Are you sure with the first? Let's check. Very good. The correct answer is, who are my brothers? Again, who are my brothers? Read it again. Very good. So let's proceed. Tim is absent because he is sick. Tim is absent because he is sick. Now, the answer for the question should be because he is sick. And when we talk about because he is sick, it is about reason or cause. Now, what WH question are you going to use when it is reason or cause? Okay. Okay, now, what should be the correct answer? Okay, it should be this one because we are talking about the reason or cause. And when we talk about reason or cause, it should be why. Okay, next. Fred is fine now. Fred is fine now. So, the answer should be fine. What should be the WH question? How is Fred now? Or where is Fred now? Very good. It should be, how is Fred now? The answer for that is, Fred is fine now. It's great. And this one, where, We're going to use it when asking for very good place. So let's proceed to the 7th sentence. Brad and Joy are in Japan today. Brad and Joy are in Japan today. Now choose your answer from these choices. Okay, the underlined word here is today. So make sure that among these questions, the answer for this should be today. What should be the correct WH question? Very good. It should be when, because we are asking about today. It asks for day. Okay, or it should use the WH when. Again, when. Very good. Good job, students. You really did great today. But before we will end this topic, let's have a recap of what we talked about. Present B verbs, questions. We talked about yes or no questions and WH questions. When we talk about yes or no, it should be answerable by, of course, yes or no. And it ends with, what do you call this one? Okay, question mark. And it should start with, the be verb comes first. Very good. From this example, I am your teacher. The am is in the second, but in this example, the am comes first. And look at the punctuation. It's a question mark and it's in the end of the sentence. Next, how about WH question? What are the WH words? Who, what, where, when, how, and why. And when we talk about how, we ask about a person or name. What? We talk about things, food, or any other things that doesn't move. And then where? We talk about or we ask about place or location. And when? Okay, it should ask about the day, date, month, and year. And how about how? It asks about process or condition. And when we talk about why, it asks about reason or cause. Thank you for listening for today's lesson. But remember to do your homework. Read your homework. Answer page 7, 8, and 9. Exercise 3, exercise 4, and exercise 5. Again, read it louder. Very good. Do not forget to do your homework. Thank you for listening and see you next time. Goodbye.